All right, I mean, I guess we got to check this out first. The In Case You Missed It sale, by the way, is basically the only thing on the list of news this week outside of there was an Arena Commander playtest, and there is a planned there was a planned playtest yesterday, but it didn't happen, and I think they're pushing it to tonight, which is just I don't know when this gets posted, probably today, the 19th. So for the replication layer test with the actual server recovery on. I'm really excited for that test. But In Case You Missed It is a welcome back. If you missed any of the vehicles that were released in 2023, they're for sale here. So they have combat ships, industry ships, venture beyond, I guess, alien ships, and then luxury. And then they have all the ships down below. Now, the one thing that I noticed was none of these ships come with LTI. So if we view offers, just 6 months insurance. So, like, this is one of the worst possible sales you could buy a ship in. If you were to wait until Invictus, if you were to wait until, the Rambler doesn't count for that sale, obviously. If you were to wait until IAE, where all of these ships and vehicles are typically sold anyway, then you'll get much longer insurance. So I don't know why you would bother. But what I've noticed is that every vehicle has this special offer, which I don't think is a normal thing, but I am not involved in the ship buying community whatsoever. But I think everything has a war bondable upgrade, every single vehicle. So if you did buy a ship that had LTI, and you had the ability to upgrade it, this would be a pretty good sale for you to do so. That's essentially what I'm noticing this is. This is like the CCU sale. And a lot of the sales that they had done previously, now I'm not sure how this will play out either, is a lot of the sales previously, they had made some, I guess, like price changes to certain ships like the Cutlass and things like that that broke people's CCU chains and all these problems for those people, like that section of the community, people that like to do the CCU thing. I feel like this one is like a very good one for those people. But yeah. So even 6 months insurance on a concept ship that had LTI that really has no release date in sight. So why would you ever purchase any of these outright unless you were planning on upgrading from an LTI token and getting them cheaper? So I believe that's what this ship sale is. As you can see, we're going through every one of the ships. So basically, this is your LTI token for the thing. But even in this case, if you bought it through this sale, it still says 6 months insurance. But if you buy the Rambler in the normal part of the website, we can check. I believe it has LTI on it. So this is another thing that's also available. But as you can see, there's no button for me to be able to buy it because I don't have a golden ticket. So they did put the golden ticket sale in. Anybody who's surprised that the F8C is being sold again, this isn't even a topic of conversation anymore. The cat's out of the bag. They opened Pandora's box when it comes to this ship. I believe they should open Pandora's box to every ship now, because if you're going to sell this, you should literally sell everything. And the people who bought the, I guess the Vandal Scythe, all way back, that's now valued, way above its original price. It should just be sold again. Why not screw those people too, right? So also the amount of times they said this is your last chance to get this ship is, really, really hilarious to me personally. Then you had all the Furies, the whole sea. as well, which I believe the whole C went up, substantially in price from its original. The Lynx, yeah, the SRV, which, I mean, one of I think the most disappointing ships that came into the game this year. Santoki was a big kind of meh. The Scorpio Centaurus is still an incredible meme. The Storm and the Storm AA, the Sulin, and the Drake Vulture. Another shot at buying the Drake Vulture, but like all these are incredibly affordable to buy in game. So, and then all of your X1s. And then here's more concept ships that have no planned release date that you would be purchasing for 6 months insurance. So the Hull C has a nice Warbond CCU. Now, as somebody who doesn't participate in that at all, what makes it nice? I need a little help here. What makes a CCU nice? So, yeah. I don't know what makes it nice. I know obviously it'll have a bit of a deep discount, but I don't know what makes it have a deep discount. If you get 60% savings, that's nice. Is it really? Where did they say that? I missed that part. Yeah, this ship used to be $250 and now it's $500. Is that because people had old CCUs for it? And does that even work? Okay, cool. So people had old chains to it, basically. Gotcha. And because it's available now, you're able to apply that old chain to the ship now, and that's why it's cool. I think that's what this sale is. This is like the, yo, CCUers, wake up and buy all these ships. And then I'm going to look for it real quick. There's another thing that I saw in our Discord a couple days ago, or like a few hours ago when I woke up, or before I went to bed. This is really, really interesting. To me, this is the Star Citizen event calendar. And by event, it's the ship sale calendar. Every single month has at least one ship sale now. They have found a way to fit in every single month having a ship sale and then applying one of these events to another ship sale. Oh, August is missing. Oh my God, thank God. We have a month that's free, everybody. What are we going to do in August with our money? What will we do? What will we do with our money? This is incredible. What will we do with the money? How can we manage this? This is horrible. So this is what like CIG's marketing plan, I guess, the entire time for the last few years was to continue to come up with events to fill the calendar, to always have a FOMO sale. This is where we are nowadays. It is what it is. I'm just, talking about what's out there. The event seems really good for CCUers. Not something I'm interested in. There are, $500 spaceships. Like, it's kind of crazy. And it's just, this whole thing is, if you told me this was the way it was going to be in 2013, I would have thought you were crazy. But here we are, and this is what it is. It's wild, right? What has become, the game that I backed in a lot of ways has gotten so much more interesting and so much better, and the way it's been funded has gotten, so detrimental to the game and so different than I would have ever imagined as well. and we'll see. I mean, I know for a fact that gameplay development has been rushed, and like actual features in the game have been rushed out to meet a sale date. And I see a lot of the arguments in every time I have these discussions of, well, CIG needs to make money. They do. And the best way for them to make money is to deliver a really good product. There are countless examples of really good video games, even in early access, that make a lot more money than CIG does. Putting out a really solid product that people want to play is the best way to make money. And there are thousands of examples of it. Game devs rushed, Pikachu face. I know all game devs are rushed, but in the cases of being rushed to meet the Invictus launch week date, which is an imaginary event in a video game that doesn't exist. I think this was when 320 was rushed out, and we had the sound bug in it that made the game actually unplayable to play with the sound on. You had to turn the sound off, okay? Even though they knew it was there, the patch went live anyway. And I even recall a mission dev in this chat finding out that the patch that he was working on and still wanted to put fixes in to a certain, I think it was salvage missions or something, they released it? I wasn't done yet. It was literally what he said in the Twitch chat. That's where we are with this game. That's what I'm upset about. I don't care how much money they make. At this point, ship sales, they've ruined any possible ship progression for anybody who is like me that played like old school MMOs and like, you know, achievements in video games really matter. I know not everybody's like that. Your opinion's your opinion, mine's mine. You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to knock you for you not caring about it. I hope you wouldn't knock me for me caring about it. It's something that really matters to me in video games, is looking at something like a really big ship or something really, really cool. And then you go in game. How did you get that? And then they would say, oh, I bought it on robertsspaceindustries.com. Well, that ruins it. You know what I mean? I want to know like what dungeon I needed to go to get it. You know what I mean? That's what I was asking, that kind of thing. But yes, like if we have one of these every month where they have to hit a date, then we will continuously get broken patches for the entire year, except in August. So hopefully they release patches in August, because that's the only time that the game can hold for the game to actually be in a playable state, maybe. Because that's how I see this, is now marketing has dictated when patches will release, not the developers and when they're ready to release it. And that would be my knock on this. But if you're a CCUer looking for some ships, this is your event for sure.